Hello everyone, it's Friday and time for PLO night, and as usual we are going to play in 24H bet in Microgaming network, and I have a couple of tables open and now I got the third one. There are going to be 2 tables of PLO 10 and 2 tables of PLO 20. And as usual, here on the stream we are using Microgaming's chat, but the Twitch chat is also usable. It's not on the stream, but I can see it. So if you are not a member of Microgaming yet, you can use the Twitch chat to send feedback, ask some questions, and have a discussion. And when you are going to comment about the hands, please refer what table it is. 1-2 is on the top and 3-4 is on the bottom, because we have a few minute delay for security reasons. So if you just ask me why did you fold, I have no idea what hand you are referring to. So please say the table number so I can watch it on replay or might remember it better. As always, be active on the chat, use it, don't hesitate to talk. Doesn't matter if it's not that intelligent. Any noise is good. It sucks to be the only one talking. So please use the chats and we will have a fun Friday evening. It's Friday the 13th. Suits well because our nickname is Jason Voorhees, and I have an avatar of Jason's mask, but this stupid software doesn't show it. Only every now and then. Yeah, intro's voice is high. At the bottom right corner of your computer you have the volume mixer. So if the voice is too high, then you should consider tuning it down. It helps. And so far nothing has happened on tables. Let's wait, I'm trying to find another PLO 20 table. It should be that one. If we have a rough evening in PLO 20 or PLO 10 tables and for some reason we lose some money, then I'm going to drop these PLO 20 tables, but let's see how it goes. Ace is on the first hand, so now it's probably a flipping time. Let's see what happens. Do we want 3-bet or not? And here we can raise from hands former. He's a shorty. We have top trips with overs, and oh man, oh, we stuck out. How good are we? Here we can 3-bet to 340. If they all call, the pot would be around 14. Oh, it's a deep table. Okay, didn't notice. Then we just flat call and hit the top set. How easy is this? Someone says PLO is hard. Oh, come on. Our crowdfunding bankroll is around $200. So in Euro tables it's like 180. So playing 200 pp deep on PLO 20 is probably not a good idea. It's really hard to get value from anything, so I'm just going to raise. There are so many turns that kill the action and we are out of position. If he has set of jacks or ace jack, he might, well, ace jack shouldn't stack off, but set of jacks would stack off. I'm just going to pot it. And he calls, and river is kind of nasty. It completes the flush and the straight draw, but it doesn't complete anything from the flop. So I'm going to check call the river. And he had just a draw. If I bet the river, he's going to fold, so pretty nice. Probably for metagame reasons, I should have thought before I snapped call, because when I snapped call, it's obvious that it was my plan. So even if I think it might give him an delusion that his bluff almost worked. So yeah, insta calling is bad. I was just so happy. Where's the hand history here? Oh, I can make it smaller. Nice. Crap. He had Jack, 10, King, Queen, so he called the flop with Jack and gutshot and backdoors. I don't know why he called the turn on the pot with just a double gutshot. No idea. I don't like his turn call. But on the river he made a desperation bluff, so our check call worked perfectly. But I think I'm going to sit out, so I don't want to play 400 pp deep. Of course, no one is that deep, but people are 200 pp deep, so with such a small bankroll. Here on table 1, he shouldn't have a straight, and he has a ton of missed draws. It can be bluff catch. He's aggressive one, but his bet sizing is kind of weird. Looks like value-ish bet, but I think he has missed flush draws. It's such a good spot for him to bluff. And he had just a draw. So 2 hero call. Well, table 4 it's not hero call. That's what we decide. Here Tomb bets. We have top pair and open ender, so I'm going to semi bluff. What I'm really worried is some kind of set, because overpairs should actually fold there a ton, and even against overpair we have a ton of equity. So the set of aces on the river, $18 in the pot of 80. He needs to bluff 1 out of 5, so I think check calling is the only way to play the river. But here on table 1, what helped in my decision is that we have only 6 hands on PLO 10, but he's yellow marked. I played with him on PLO 20, and he's aggressive one. So his bet sizing on the turn doesn't indicate a straight, and he might have 4 houses, but I would think he bet bigger, so there's a chance that he has that bluff 1 out of 3 times. And this time he had. Here Aptenodites 3 bets us. We have queens. I'm going to call and see the flop. And here see he pots the flop. Looks like a draw in type of hand. And I'm just going to raise it. People shouldn't, or often they don't bet with sets for a pot. So this is often some kind of a draw. Or it's a pair of kings and jacks. That is a slight overplay. Here Aptenodites, when he bets the river, he's not that aggressive. So I'm pretty confident that he has pocket kings or aces. If he had a bluff, he wouldn't bet the river. So I'm quite happy to fold. He's not the type of player that 3 barrels with air, and his bet sizing on the river is just trying for a call. Of course, when there's king on the board, if he has aces, I'm not sure if his value bet is good, because pocket queens is the only hand that can actually call his value bet. Here we make the straight, so we have 2 pairs and straight, so I'm just kidding. We have 7 nuts, and he has queen jack, and he has pair of 10s, so pretty nice turn for him. But yeah, he was 50 BBs deep, so I don't mind stacking off with 7 nuts. Let's find another table. Oh, there it is. I'm going to mark this one. So in the end we can check that huge pot. Because I don't think it's... Often when you win a big pot you can think that, oh, it was standard setup, opponent didn't make a mistake. But in that hand I think the opponent made a huge mistake. But we can check it later when we have more time. I know the replayer sucks, what we have on Microgaming, so probably you didn't see a lot from that. So remind me in the end that we're going to open it in Poker Tracker and see what went on. Good evening, Kyyberi, in the Twitch too. If we have some problems with the stream, just let me know. Not sure if we can make anything about it if the problem is on the Twitch, but it's always nice to know, so we can at least try. So today the session started pretty well. 2 double ups, or actually 3 double ups. We doubled up on both of PLO 10 tables. So hot start. Let's hope for a hot finish. If you have any questions about poker, PLO, life, Poker Mania, sports, football, ice hockey, whatever, just use the chat. I love when the chat is being used. It's so boring to be the only one talking. It's like going to a bar with friends and you decide that, oh, now we have time to talk about stuff, and then you are the only one talking and all 20 of your friends are sitting quiet. It's not fun. It's more fun when everyone is talking. I don't have any set topics in my mind. What should I discuss? But actually one. I'm going to reveal it a bit later. Table 4, if flare ace folds, we're going to open. And they both fold. 1.5 blinds. Well, ace queen jack deuce. We are in position, but we have two people behind us, and it's only jack high. So I'm actually going to fold this versus UTG open. Oh, Arni Metsä has made changes on everything. So if something doesn't work, then it's his fault. It's always super important to know who to blame. Table 2. And now once he pots again. Last time he potted donk pot with two over, actually one over pair. Actually, I should make a note out of that. Here we have just a flush draw. We need huge implied odds. We have some implieds with the backdoor straight draw, but probably not in a good shape versus his donkey range. But I'm going to make note that donk with king. I hate when it's really hard to make notes. Here on table 3, Prince 3 bets. He's sort of tight player, and Flair is 4 bets. I'm going to call, if they both have aces, I have the best equity, so I think it's a huge chance that they both have aces. But when Princess calls, he doesn't have aces, which kind of sucks for me. But when I hit 2 pairs and flush draw, it doesn't matter. Pot donk with king, jack on queen 8, 5. Oh, he had a straight. Wow. I'm actually going to make a note. Of course, I can see it here, but I'm kind of impressed with his cold 4-bet. Yes, he's not super aggressive, but I opened button 3-bets and he called 4-bets with small rundown. I think it's pretty nice. I haven't seen that a lot at micros. It's somewhat standard at slightly higher, but on PL20, not many regulars do that kind of code for 4-bets. So it's pretty nice. I'm going to make a written note because it was so nice. What was his hand? Let's see. Yeah, then 8, 6, 7 suited. Deadmau5 is asking how many table is running on NL10. Not sure if you mean PLO10 or just Texas Hold'em. I'm going to bet here on table 2 because when he checks the flop, I think there's a good chance he doesn't have the flush draw. And here Dinamika is betting the turn. Turn isn't a great card to bluff in my opinion, because when up on the flop I often have 2 pair sets and flush draws. But I think it's somewhat often a value bet. We actually have 2 pairs on the flop. I don't know how many Texas Hold'em tables there are open. If you mean PL10, I can tell that on PL10 there are around 1, 2, 3, 4 tables of PL10. And Svetlo is asking is the rate high on Microgaming? No, it's not anymore. Well, it's high, but it's not as high as it used because now the rate cap is on 3 BBs, which is 30 cents on PL10. Previously, there were PL10 bots where I have paid over €2 as rate. Now the cap is 30 cents, so yeah, it reduces the rate, but it's still decent-ish. Like 10 to 15 BB per 100 hand. Strange stuff on Demo 3. People are donking, like here. Prince Baldy donk bets a pot. Well, he hasn't donked anything, so I'm going to fold, and actually this table is not that good because there aren't any more fishes and we are 200 BP deep and we have decent regular on our left, so I'm just going to change the table. On table 2 I'm just going to isolate this fish. Of course it is first open and min raise, so it might be aces. But at least he's going to overplay his aces. And wow, I'm going to call once. We have 8 outs to the nuts and we should have implied odds. So should it be aces? I'm going to peel one. If he pots the turn, then it's an easy fold. Oh, he gives us the free river. Woo! We almost make the straight, but we don't. And now he pots. Wow. So strange. Have to keep an eye on him because pre-flop he's a fish. Like 83 and 6, but post-flop, every hand I have seen from him, he's just donk potting. Here, Prince 3 bets. Do we call or do we? If we had even ace or king here instead of these deuce, I would be quite happy to just stack off pre-flop, but can we have a flush draw and a cut shot? Let's peel one. He has just a 9, so we have pretty decent equity there on the turn. Reason why I didn't shove the flop is that I don't think he is going to fold often, and if I call, I give this lap catch a chance to get along. Oh, he had aces. Wow. And probably we have 40% on the turn, 56 on the flop. Can't win them all. We were probably 150 BPs deep. I don't think he has ace that often that I couldn't bluff the river, and he folds. So I was supposed to open PL20 table, sorry. Yeah, basically, how hard it is to put one table into here. Table 1 he bought, and we need around 35%. Even if tens are out, we don't have enough, just have to fold. Oh, I lost my chip. Sorry. Can't concentrate unless I roll the chips in my fingers. You all probably know it then. Of course, the sound is really annoying, especially on the microphone, but everyone who has played in live tournament, the sound is just horrible. 5 minutes before the tournament starts, everyone is on the tables and there are, let's say, 300 people shuffling chips. The noise is just horrible. Or if you ever have been a dealer in poker table where there are 10 people shuffling chips all the time, so having a 6-hour shift is quite painful. Nice flop on table 2. We have a wrap and a flush draw. Here on table 3, strange that Hexa decided to just limp. Well, let's see what happens. And table 4, I make a 3-bet, and it's kind of bored where he can raise us with any 9xxx or with any flush draw, but even though he is going to fold a ton on that board. And here we had a really strange min raise. I don't see a point re-raising. He probably has a hand he likes, 2 pairs of set, and we have definitely enough equity to call. And we make the nuts, and we think I'm going to actually shove kings because I have an ace blocker, and Dynamica 3-bets, opens wide range, and Hexa definitely 3-bets with the wide range. So yeah, he might have aces of course some of the time, but his 3-betting is 38%, so it's 1 out of 20 when he has aces, and we have the ace blockers, and he has ace king 10 deuce. And let's hope that he doesn't make anything funny, and he doesn't. We win the pot. And we double up. Now we are 200 pp deep with Hexa. Let's see how it affects him. Of course, he's such a crazy that he probably keeps being aggressive. People fold with 3-bet prints and the flop was horrible, but I definitely don't want to check call and I don't want to check fold. Not sure if he goes crazy, so I just bet fold. And this table died too. Where are all the fishes? Like PL 20 is pretty tight. There are the same regulars on each table. Yeah. So I'm probably going to open the yellow 10 tables. In previous weeks, most of the PLO 10 fishes or green mark, actinodites and guys, they were playing on PLO 22, but now they are not. Don't know why. But actually, I think that if you compare PLO 10 with huge fishes into four-handed PLO 20 with regulars, the expected value is probably better on PLO 10. Because these regulars are often not going to make such a huge mistakes as these fishes are. Hexa is being aggressive, probably going to raise here a ton, and it's just funny that people keep playing in the same way when they know, or probably if they don't know that Hexa is aggressive. Of course they cannot adjust, but overall I've seen it often that even regulars, they have the huts and all the toys. They know that Hexa is aggressive, but still they keep betting those paired boards while Hexa is going to raise those almost always. So often the super aggressive players like Hexa is 90, 60, 40. Their style is pretty effective against these straightforward regulars. Against calling station it doesn't work because calling stations keep calling and winning, but against regulars, these regulars don't want to play for their stacks unless they have a not a really strong hand. So they don't plan ahead. They often continue on the flop with bottom two pairs, but then on the turn and river they have to fold because the aggressive guy pots. And it's kind of style that worked really well some years ago, like not 10 years ago, but 5 to 6 years ago, where you can make a lot of money on micro PLO by just potting flop, potting turn, potting river. People just folded enough to make instant profit. In 24H bet, if you make a deal to Poker Mania, you get 30% rate back instantly. It's nice. The thing that I promised to talk about is in 2 weeks we will not have the Friday PLO evening. On next week we have on 20th day 20th 20th day we will have the Finnish PLO night, but then on 27th we are not having PLO. I mean, we have on 28th day, on Saturday, starting from 10 a.m. in the morning, we will host a charity event. We're going to stream 24 hours of poker and PLO, mostly PLO, cash game PLO tournament by me, but there's going to be some other coaches, and there might be some other content, but it's going to be a charity event, 24-hour stream. I hope I stay up 24 hours all the way to Sunday morning. It's going to be a challenging, and streaming and playing poker at the same time. That's what the hard part is, but it's for good cause. We are raising money for Child's Play organization that raises money to buy stuff for the children that has to be on hospital for a long time. So they're raising money to buy PlayStations, DVDs, toys, and that kind of stuff for children's hospital. And we decided the closest hospital that is on their what's the word? It's not project, is, can't remember the word, sorry. But the closest hospital that is in Child's Play stuff is in Stockholm. It's Children's Hospital Astrid Lindgren's Hospital for Children. So it's Children's Hospital in Stockholm, and we are raising money so that little kids can get their PlayStations and toys and whatever they want. I hope we can get some of the workers there to the stream and tell us exactly how the money is used, and I hope that we can get some charity done. And during the stream we are actually going to give away or raffle or do a competition, whatever we want. But in the stream we have one license of Odds Oracle for free to give. So someone is going to get a free license of Odds Oracle Pro license. It's probably worth, I can remember the exact amount, probably $100. Then we have 3 licenses of Poker Choose, where it's going to be a 3-month license with 3 months free for Poker Choose and Odds Oracle. So if you haven't used Poker Choose, then with that license you get it running for free for 3 months. We have 3 of those. And then we might have some special coachings to give and all the fun stuff. So that's what we are going to do in 2 weeks, and we are up for any ideas. If you have some sweet ideas, what can we do during those 24 hours? There's going to be plenty of time. I'm going to be probably talking like 20 hours of those 24. So if you have any ideas or proposals, what should we do on the stream, what would be fun, and so on and so on, please let me know. Say it in the chat. You can post it on the forums. We are releasing the information this weekend on the forum, so you can reply to that thread, but it's just a sneak information before it goes public. So now the ones who follow this on this beautiful Friday evening, now you know what is coming up in 2 weeks. So feel free to tell your friends, and as soon as we have the links and banners working, you can just share it on your social media. At least it's going to be a ton of fun. Unless I fall asleep, then it's no fun watching me sleeping on the stream. But well, people even pay plenty of money to watch Big Brother. Let's watch them sleep. Table 2, I'm going to barrel the turn. This Boston Lionic, or whatever his name is, can easily fold a lot of hands here. He's not a crazy type of player, but when he calls, I'm a bit worried. So I don't think there's any value bet in the river. And he had, oh dear, he had just a pair of kings and he called me on the turn. So yeah, now I'm going to change. He had the best hand on the river, but I don't know. He calls the flop with just the king. Wow. He's the one who had aces previously when we had kings. And you can think about if you want to challenge your friends during the stream. One idea that you can do is you donate all your rake backs from that 24-hour to charity, or you can donate all your winnings to charity, or you can donate half of your winnings and then you can challenge your friends to do the same, or whatever you want. There's no right or wrong. But at least I hope most of you, or actually all of you, will join me during the Saturday in 2 weeks. At least in some point. Hexa is doing pretty well here. What happened here? Oh, it's preflop all in. Where Hexa had pocket kings and Cutoff had ace queen jack 8. What the hell are these people doing? Just shoving ace queen jack 8. Wow. But this table is probably not that great. We have Hexa, of course, we can make money from him if we want to gamble, but we have two regulars here, so if we want to isolate him or play with him, these guys will have position on us some of the time. Bolsonaro is a fish, but he has only under 50 BBs. And I think the PL10 table looks a lot better than we have here. And on table 3, if Hexa is going to bet, I'm pretty sure that Dynamica has at least 1-9 in his hand. And Hexa pots it. Wow. Oh, he had just aces. Wow. I was pretty sure he had that 9, but Hexa is just playing. I don't know if he's tilted or something, but here he has a missed draw and he pots the river as a bluff. aces on table 1. Woo! And we flop just an overpair on table 1. And we hit raise, so I'm out. Hexa City now a lot reminds me of my friend who played in similar way back in 2008 actually. At level 1 he mean donks, I'm just going to raise and expect a lot of folds. And he folded. My friend played Hold'em, but yeah, he played like super aggressive. No logic in his gameplay. And he was sitting out every now and then. What was reality, he was at home drinking beer, playing poker, and he went out for a smoke like in every 15 minutes. So he just sat out on the table, have a smoke, came back, play a few hands, lost a few buy-ins, went out for a smoke and so on, and had fun. So I think that the way Hexa is playing, he's even more crazier than normally, and he's sitting out every now and then, so I suppose he's actually drinking beer and just smashing the buttons. I'm going to change this table to the PL10 we have here. Not going to open. We have a shorty with high BP, IP, and our hand is just total garbage. Oh, Hexa left. We have two shorties and flare A's. Actually, I'm going to stick around with these shorties. It's probably quite profitable with them. Oh, I'm just going to put it worse. I'm happy to stack off with top 2. Oh, he had a top set. Can we suck out? Ooh, almost. So it wasn't that profitable. I'm going to bluff here at level 1. No one bet the flop. But he calls the turn how he should have the flush often. And here he bluffs the river. That is such a strange bet because I don't have a lot of information, so I'm going to call. He didn't have the ace, so I just don't understand his shove on the river. I was thinking that he has a missed draw, but he had actually pocket kings, so I don't know why he bet the river. On table 1, I tried to check raise versus the shorty, but he didn't bet, and now the turn completes flush and straight, so it kind of sucks. On table 2, we got nice value with our set. This is why when out of position sucks. We flop the nuts, but we don't get any value. As we tried to check raise the flop and it didn't work, and turn river we have to check. So, crap. Three pairs on table 4. Have to barrel versus all the flush draws. If he raises, I'm pretty sure then he has the straight and it's just up to the pot odds. But he calls the turn, so we are screwed on the river. Here I'm just going to call against Hexa. We actually make the straight on the river. No way I'm folding against him. As we see, he's just crazy today. And he had a smaller straight. Woo! Double up. Not sure why Hexa bet, of course. I think with his image, I don't mind his shove on the river with second nuts, because we can easily call with worse. Disclosure is a tight one. Yeah. Change it to below 10 table where there's a lot of going on. Today we're going to play all the way up to 11 finish time, 22 CET, or 35 minutes. Opening there on table 4. But nothing that great. 3 outs, the nuts. I'm going to close this one. Let's change it to this one. Kaboom. Oh, we have Chucky and we have Jason on the same table. Who wins? Which one do you like more, Chucky or Jason? Who's the king of badasses? Oh, we actually made the second nuts on the river. Sweet. And Hexa just keeps pushing. Wow. Nuts on table 4. I'm not going to be fancy with these random 50-30 players. I just put it. They make such a huge mistakes by calling here with the flush draw or calling here with the set. And he calls. Let's make a smallish bet. On the concept here on the river when I bet smaller is that the smaller I bet, the wider his calling range can be. Oh, he had a set of 6s. I told you he's going to make a mistake. And he even made a mistake on the river. But he can have 2 pairs. And if I bought the river, he would need a damn strong hand to call. And if I bet 1 BB, he can call with almost anything. So those are the extreme ends of that concept. But if I bet big-ish, he needs stronger hand. But when I bet slightly over half a pot, he can call me with 2 pairs or something. So when his range is wide, then it's often a spot where we should value bet smallish side. If his calling range, or actually if his range is really polarized, so either he has a really good really strong hand or just air, then we can make a bigger value bets. Like if we have the nut full house and we know that our opponent either has a second nut full house or complete air, then there's no reason to make a small value bet. Then we value bet big, because he's not going to fold his second nuts. Table 3 we can 3-bet by this shorty, and then we can 4-bet from CES, and that's aces for a fact. Do we want to get a 3-way gamble? Our hand is not. We are running. It's quite close. I think it's close to break even-ish. And now this is the bad spot, because he had pretty much blocking all of our outs. If he have had aces, then it would be really nice for us. But that's the worst situation. So the reason why I hesitated was because I was thinking, what could he have? And he hadn't 3-bet. He 3-bet only once before this hand, so I thought that he might have aces kings in his range a ton. But this is just horrible. We had 12% pre-flop. And I'm surprised that he had kings. His 3-bet is 2% out of 132 hands, so it was his second 3-bet out of 130 hands. At dinner nights, he likes to make those 1 BB bets. And as we saw, he made 1 BB bet and just folds. And even if he calls the flop, I'm going to barrel a lot of turns and rivers, because he is sort of call happy, but his 1 at showdown is 63, which is sort of higher than with normal regulars. And when 1 at showdown is high, it means that he doesn't want to go to the showdown with weakest hands. So he's more comfortable going to showdown with strong hands. And these kind of players are really good candidates if we want to make big turn on river bluffs, especially river bluffs. Might have 3-bet here. If the 4 was clubs or 8, I would have 3-bet, but now nothing's going on in any of the tables. Strange. And there were 1 hexa left. Strange person. Aptenidites, he thought for a long time on the flop and insta on my bet, so I would assume that he has overpair often. Or he might actually even have the 4. So I'm not going to barrel. The spot is so small that he's probably making a call down with overpairs. And now he bets, so I'm pretty sure that he had a strong hand. How is he doing on PLO then? All in adjusted winnings is -2, but he is making, he's up 5 buy-ins. So he's running 5 buy-ins over EV in 1000 hands. That lucker. Oh, table 1 died. That sucks. Table 4 I make a c-bet. Against flush draws, against straight draws. He's a green fish, he might go with any 7, any 9. And turn comp is the flush and the straight, so I'm giving up versus him. Do we want to play heads up with kick and beat? I think we do. When he limps from the button. And we get a 3-bet from Cambumbot. Actually, I'm going to fold. And we get a 3-bet from Kicking Beat, and we hit 1 pair and 2 backdoor flush draws. Do we have folding equity? Not sure. I'm going to call. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks even more. And he checks. Could he be tricky enough to check aces? He could definitely be. If we bet 10 with that value, I think we can squeeze more value from his ace or king. And if he raises, I'm going to fold. And wonder why didn't I save my €1. But he folded. That is a strange-ish thing. Well, I'm happy he didn't shove the river because I would have folded. Here I'm going to shove against Stumble Poker. Oh, he had a king. We don't need that much equity to stack off. And I'm happy to flip. We had 40%. I'm happy to flip with the small stack, so if they lose their stack, they might get away and there's going to be 100 BP stack instead of them. Here we 3-bet nice rundown, and we hit 2 pairs and cut shot and open ender. But it kind of hits his range awfully well. I'm trying to fold. Tight fold, but I think it has to be done. Table 1, we are set mining. We don't hit it. Decent hand on table 2. Oh, Aptenodites is Finnish player. Nice. Now he's watching this on YouTube or stream and he knows that he cannot min bet versus me anymore. Oh my. Campbell bought 3 bets. We call. We flop 2 pairs and open ender. We hope he doesn't have ace king. We make a semi bluff on the turn and he folds. Whee! Summon Rosado. 3 bets, all kind of trashy hands. So let's gamble. Hope someone doesn't have aces, and they don't. Whee! Looking good, looking really good. And flush and ace on the river. They all beat me on the river. So nice spot to triple up. I'm going to bluff the river. Ace 10 Jack 4 had the best hand pre-flop. Strange game. Ace high versus pocket kings, and the ace high is favorite pre-flop. On the turn we had 64%. Kyyberi is asking any chance for some zoom action. We don't, because we are playing on 24H poker. We don't have zoom here. They don't have any fast PLO. Wow. Wise shove. 7-8. Even against two pairs, we are in awfully bad shape. So I have to fold. Sometimes on the streams we have played. Callan is asking better hands to fold. I expect if he doesn't see but try aces there, he's going to fold them often. I don't think he's kind of player who's going to check the flop on that draw heavy board with aces just to call the turn. So I actually think that he's going to fold better hands, and he might fold hands that have a ton of equity even. But I assume that he's going to fold try kings aces. This is such a spot that up 10 and dice, it's a really good spot for him to bluff when I check the turn. He knows I don't have anything. But at the meantime, or at the same time, I'm not sure if he's bluffed, but the bet sizing looks like a bluff, so I think I have to call here. And he had the straight this time, but it's one of those spots where I check the turn and just open the door for him to bluff. And his river aggression is 65, which is quite high. A lot of aces, but he has been such an aggressive today that I'm going to 4-bet kings. And this time he had aces, and he's actually blocking my flush draw, so we were in awfully bad shape. But normally he's 3-betting 8%, so 25% of his 3-bet range is aces. But he has 3-bet me today some, and he has been more aggressive today. So I think he can definitely 3-bet there with wider range. Of course, we've opened from UTG, but he's not kind of positional aware. Like his opening range is the same in each position, so I don't think his 3-betting range is tighter versus UTG range because he doesn't really understand position. Samo Walker is pretty aggressive. Let's give him a note. And now we wait for something to happen. No one bet the flop, so I'm going to bet it. Level 1. It's a 4-way flop, but no one bet the flop. So I would be quite amazed if someone has an ace. And he raises, wow. Well, he's such a passive that he can easily have an ace that he cleverly slow played. Any good books I would recommend for PLO? PLO from scratch. Yeah, it's somewhat old, but there's a lot of good stuff in it. Then I think that Jeff Van's books for short-handed PLO are still pretty nice. We make a full house on table 4. No, actually, Jeff Van's books for short-handed, they are nice. He has some minor flaws in his mathematics or thinking process. Mathematics are fine, but in his thinking process, because his background is in full ring, not betting, so he's thinking that the normal tight aggressive approach that I play, he considers it as goose aggressive. And he doesn't want to stack off unless he has a really strong hand. But the way he approaches PLO, I think he has a lot of good points. So I would probably say that PLO from scratch, it's free. Ebook, you can find it, just Google it, and then Jeff Van's books. Of course, if money is not an obstacle, PLO Quick Pro Manual, I don't know how many hundred it is, but it's a good book. Not sure if it's worth $800 or whatever the price is. And then for PLO, mental game of poker 1 and 2, especially 1. If you play more than just every now and then mental game of poker 2 is really nice book too. Because you just cannot forget mental game if you are trying to play PLO, because the game can be so hard. When it doesn't work for your favor, it can be really cruel. Top pair on table 4 versus 2 green fishes. It is a value bet. I found something on the floor. On the turn we pick up and cut shot. Flush draw is still missing. And he folds. Pocket jacks on table 2, and we pick up not flush draw and the cut shot. No action. Iskander, is he from Finland? Don't know. I would say that if you are starting PLO, then Jeff Wang's books are nice, because he explains some of the concepts in. It's not that complicated. If you watch some videos from internet, there might be a lot of terms or concepts that are hard to understand when you are just learning the game. Like they are talking about being balanced. I have to bet this and this to be balanced, and GTO approach, and so on and so on. So it might be confusing, a bit too complicated, but Jeff Wang explains, he's not talking about anything about balance, but he explains in more simpler way why we have to raise with the nuts and with semi-bluffs and even total bluffs, and why it's really hard for opponents to play against us. So definitely worth reading. Table 2, not flush draw, not cut shot, no action. And middle pair, flush draw and cut shot. I think he can actually bet weaker draws, so I'm going to get it in versus Samo Poker. And if he has a king, we have decent equity. Oh, he has a set of 3s. Oh my god. Didn't see that one coming. Set of 3s. He had queen 6 3 3. 60-40 flip on the flop. Abtenodites bets 1 BB. I'm going to raise as a semi bluff. We have the cut shot and the flush draw. Now we have double cut shot and the not flush draw. So we hit it in. And he didn't have anything. We actually had the best hand on the turn. He had a king high. And we lost that one. Oh, bummer. 73 on the turn. Not good enough. Top pair and wrap, no action. Yeoman Strong Eye shoved his, and we see it here. He had King 8 5 6. So on the turn he had a flush draw and open ender. And I know a lot of people shove these type of hands. But the fact is that I bet the turn big, so I'm committed. So he doesn't have folding equity. And he has only king high. And I would... Oh, here we get 3-bet double paired hands. Of course we are going to call. Let's see, this one on table 4. And we hit the flush draw. It's 7 high. That is the problem with this hand. Let's see if we can get a free, almost free turn. I would say that 7 and 3 is out for us too. But when Kyssa called, he actually might have the higher flush draw quite often. Oh, we make a full house here. But it's almost the worst possible. I don't think he's going to call if we raise. Oh, fuck. Double fuck. What the hell has... Flop goes check, check, turn goes check, check, river. Oh, straight flush. No, that makes sense. And he had pocket 8s. Wow. So here, the hand I was going to show you. Yeah, well, you cannot probably see it well, but he has only king high on the turn. So the thing is that when he shoves, he doesn't have fold equity. So if I was him, I would assume that king high is never going to win the showdown. Like the only hand he can beat is some jack high draws. So if I have any pair in my hand or any ace in my hand, he has to hit something to win the pot. So if the river is total blank, let's say the river here is 2 of hearts. Oh, it makes it straight for him, but the river is 3 of hearts. Then he can fold the river. But when he shoves the river, it's a mistake. And when someone makes a mistake, it means that we can definitely win money from them. And of course someone can think that, oh, we need 40% equity to stack off, and we have that. Yes, you can stack off. It's going to be slightly plus EV in the long run, but it's even more plus EV if you don't shop. Clock is turning to 11, so we are going to play the last orbit soon. Oh, we have the one hand that I wanted to show you. I have no idea. I assume that we are winning from this session, but actually I'm not sure because we lost some buy-ins on PL 20 and on PL 10 these fishy type of players. Fishy type of players have actually won quite many buy-ins from us. Tempted to bet the river, but we have to bet biggish to get the 14 equity. Instead, can we make him fold aces, or well, we don't? What a fish. Well, he should fold aces on the river, but he didn't. But I think I kind of put him on aces or king and assume that he's going to fold it often enough so we can bluff the river, because the board is quite scary and we can easily represent the straight. I'm going to make a note because he called three-way. Just a note, so I know that if he has aces, then he probably doesn't fold as often as I would think. So in those kind of situations, I don't bluff, but I value bet any two pairs. Not much going on. If you want to make an educated guess, what is our profit for this evening? Now it's time. Where is Kauris, our official estimator? As I said, I don't know. I would assume that we made at least some profit, but with all the lost pots in the last 30 minutes, I have no idea. We might be up, or we might be down. At least in EV we should be up, if that helps. But I'm going to start the last orbits, and then we can see what was the result for this Friday. No playable hands. Boring. At least we have aces. I'm going to open, just there's a chance that someone wants to gamble and 4 bets, or we can hit something. I don't want just to check with aces. We have top 2, so I don't see any reason why we shouldn't bet the turn. Turn doesn't complete anything. Oh, he folded. Let's set mine with jacks. Kyyberi says plus 2.95. Wow. I hope you are wrong. What do we have here? Ace, queen, 10, 8, open. And we still set mine with the jacks, and we don't hit anything. Bummer. I'm going to see bet here. Board is sort of dry, and I'm going to barrel the turn because in his calling range he has a lot of kings, and he should fold any bad king, but he calls, so small flush or straight. Yeah, 7-3, 7-5. Fish. Here we hit aces and open ender, so we are going to stack off SPR2. And Abtenerites don't for a pot, so it makes our life easier, and he has queen 5. Let's see if we can hit something, and we don't, and he wins with queen 5. Sweet. Another lost pot. 45 on the flop. So if we were plus 2.95 a few seconds ago, now we are $8 or so, $10, 12, so we should be minus 10 according to Kauris. That would suck. We started hot and then we ended quite cold. And another ace. Woo! How nice is that? Come on, Arttu. 3-bet me. We have the straight flush gut shot. And this size fish. I'm definitely value betting my nut flush here. And I'm going to actually value bet nut flush on the river. And we can value on the turn and river. He probably had a smaller flush. No, he had a trips. Wow, didn't raise me. But call the river. I like. With wheel trips, flush completes, straight completes, everything completes. Where is my poker tracker? Oh, this is so disappointing. Here's the graph. At least we ended up $16 as profit, but we were $86 in the halfway of the coaching, and then we just boom, 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 came down. Well, someone might say justice that we run quite hot here and then it just evened out, and in the end we just dropped down slightly under EV, so maybe it was just the justice. I'm going to show you the one marked hand. This is the very first hands in the session. So the thing I wanted to talk about is that his opening, not a problem. On this turn he has inside straight draw, which is 9 outs. So I like his bet, but when I raise and he calls, now if he's a good player, he should think about my range. When I raise this board, it's of course both of the opponent's phone, so it's heads up at this point, but I should have ace jack or better. I even might have some kind of ace king queen, then type of hand, but if he thinks my range, I should have ace jack or set. His calling is fine, but on the turn I pot, so it's pretty obvious that I should have a damn strong hand. And he calls with inside cut shots. Now he has only 6 outs to the straight. Of course, even if like 9 of hearts, he has a bit more now. It opens more of his outs. So he has 9 outs to the nuts. But to call a pot with 9 outs, it's not enough. I have only 18.7 euros behind me. So if he knows that I have ace jack or better, or ace 5 or ace 8 actually, then he just cannot call mathematically. He doesn't have the implied odds that he needs for calling. Now when I actually just have a set, he has 33%, which actually gives him chance to call. That is quite strange number. I'm not actually sure that cannot be right, because he has 13 out. It's going to be like 26-28% only. Shouldn't be 33. So that's a wrong number. But the thing is that like, if 9 of hearts comes and I check, would he shove as value? That's the strange part. And he has some negative implied odds. If the river is 9 of hearts and I shove, is he going to call or not? But the thing is that 7 of hearts come and I check and he makes a bluff, and I don't like this bluff. It doesn't have to work often, but the thing is that 8-7 doesn't complete any straights, any draws from the flop, so he's representing a backdoor. And when my range is ace jack, I'm definitely not check folding this river. 18 euros in the pot of 80, just cannot fold. So if he puts me on set, then it's still he can make the call. He almost have the odds. But the thing is that if well, 9 is best card for him. It doesn't complete the draws from the flop, but if the river is king, queen, or 10, then it's quite obvious that he has the straight. So it's hard for him to get the value. I don't remind him. Actually, when I was playing, I marked the hand because I didn't see that the 8 opened him more straight draws. If this 8 is 7 of hearts, then his third call would be bad, or as bad as I thought it was. Now when he got more outs, it's not that bad, but if it was 7, which didn't give him any more outs, which means that he has only 9 outs or 6 out to the nuts, then he cannot call the turn. But now when he has 13 out or wrap, he can actually call. Not just a fan of it. But I don't like his river bet. But that was a nice hand. Let's see. Well, in PLO 10 we paid 300 hands. I'm going to give you how much rate we paid if I can find my calculator. And we paid, wow, yeah, in PLO, this is funny. On PLO 20 we paid 80 hands, and PLO 10 we paid 300 hands, and twice the amount of rate, but we paid around €5, which is going to be 50 BBs, 310 hands times 100. We paid 16 BBs per 100 hands. So even with the really nice cap in rate, it's still 15 to 16 BBs per 100 hand, which is quite high, but not as high as it used to be. Previously it was over 20 BBs per 100 hand. But at least some profit. Could be worse. We would have had insanely high profit without the downswing in the end, but we had a huge upswing in the start, so it evened out. Next week we have the Finnish PLO night, and in 2 weeks we have the charity event, 24 hours of poker. So make sure you have time to join me on that marathon of PLO. And now it's time for the video. I hope it works in the end. And then it's time to go to bed, and if you don't go to sleep, just enjoy the Friday. Thanks all, and thanks everyone who was commenting on the chats. It was nice. See you later, guys. Bye bye.